In this video, we're going to talk about simple probability involving independent events. Let's take a look at the problem. If you roll 3 six-sided cubes, like the ones shown, what is the probability that all 3 will land on the number 6? Now, the way the question's written, you are thinking in terms of holding 3 of these cubes in your hand and rolling them and doing it all at once. But from a probability standpoint, you want to think about it as one at a time. Each of these six-sided cubes are the same, so the probabilities of getting a 6 on each one are the same. And those would be calculated the same way we have calculated other probability. That's going to be the number of successes on the top of a ratio, successes over the total number of possibilities. So on a six-sided cube, the total is the number of sides. There are only 6 different things that can happen, 6 different numbers that can come up, and only one of those numbers is a 6. So boom, we have our probability for one of those six-sided cubes already. Because these are independent events, this probability does not change for the other 2 cubes. And we talked about in previous videos how for multiple events, we multiply the probabilities together. So we want to set up a multiplication of these probabilities, and we're going to use this probability once for each one of the six-sided cubes. So we're going to multiply 1/6 times 1/6 times 1/6. We multiply the 1's across, that's just going to be 1. 6 times 6 times 6 in your calculator will be the number 216. So the probability of 3 dice coming up, all 6s at once, is 1 in 216. Now we could go ahead and convert that into a percentage. If we divide that out, we would get the decimal 0.0046, and then we can multiply that by 100, and that's going to give us 0.46%. It's a very low percent probability of 3 6s coming up all at once, and it's no different than the probability if we rolled 1 dice 3 times in a row and asked what is the probability of coming up with 6 and then 6 and then 6. Okay, let's look at a practice problem. If you roll 2 six-sided cubes like the ones shown, what is the probability that both will land on the number 6? Very similar problem. Go ahead, pause the video and take a crack at that problem, and then you can continue the video and I will reveal the solution. Go ahead and pause the video now. Okay, the solution to that problem is 1/36, or 1/36. Converted to a percentage, that would be about 2.8%. I hope you got the right answer. If not, go back and follow the instructions from the first example I gave. And keep in mind that in this case, there are only 2 dice, so you're only multiplying 2 probabilities together.